like the flag, the Star Wars were super cool. What do we want to talk about today? I just want to talk about a couple things. The main topic is going to be, what is your attorney not telling you? I'm going to focus on family law specifically. I know emotions get so into family law sometimes that it can convolute things, can make you not see clearly, especially if you hire an attorney that's just telling you what you want to hear. And this can get attorneys in trouble, but it really can get clients in trouble as well. So, what you got to understand is family law is a billion, yes, that's with a B, $1 billion industry in America. In Florida, it's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty corrupt. You get um, child protective services get involved a lot of times, and it's just can get nasty. What I wanted to talk about with you, though, is what is your attorney not telling you? What needs to happen in any case, in a family law case, is once the petition is filed, once you're dead set on the divorce, mediation needs to get set. You need to have an agreement, be trying to reach an agreement as soon as possible. If you are going 6 months down the road, nothing's happening, you haven't had mediation, you haven't looked at a potential parenting plan, you're just being billed. It's what your attorney's not telling you. You're getting billed, you're probably way overpaying, and they're not actually trying to have your best interest. You got to realize there's almost this inherent conflict of interest that happens when you hire an attorney, especially on an hourly retainer. If you're paying them hourly, think about it. Is it really in your best interest do you really think the attorney's trying to quickly resolve that? Or do you think they're trying to drag this out maybe and bill you for everything you're worth when they could just reach out to the opposing party? Hopefully there's an attorney represented on the other end, and they should be able to get, hey, let's get this resolved. Let's get a parenting plan done. Let's get this. There's a presumption of 50-50. Unless there's serious, provable allegations of abuse, neglect, drug use, something like that, do the right thing. Don't listen to your attorney when they're telling you you need to go for everything. You need to get full custody. You're going to be entitled to this and this and this. No, unless you've got dead set proof and there's actual abuse or neglect going on, do what's best for the kids. Get some sort of workable, close to 50-50 if you can, parenting plan, or some sort of shared parenting plan that's going to involve good time sharing that involves the kids being in both parents' lives. That's what's best for everyone. That is what needs to happen. And if you have an attorney who's filed a petition or is representing you as a respondent, and 6 months have gone by and you're just getting billed and you haven't had mediation and you haven't at least gotten pretty close to some sort of resolution, unless you're talking about a case with neglect, abuse, or something like that, something's going on that is wrong. There's something your attorney's not telling you, and that's where you probably should look and start shopping for a different attorney. Now, something important to note here also is we offer, in Florida, you can have a private judge handle a case. It's very good use. It's a very good statute to use in Florida to allow a private judge to sit over your case and decide it. You have to agree with the other party. It's just like an arbitration agreement, but it's going to get your case heard a lot sooner if it's necessary to have it heard. You can have the same judge be the mediator and the same judge be the actual private judge to handle hearing the case if you guys can't reach an agreement. At mediation, it needs to be set fast, it needs to be set quickly, and try to reach an agreement, have the mediation, go to trial soon if you can't reach an agreement, and just get it done. I've seen so many divorces go 3-4 years long, and there's 4 different attorneys working on it. Every time a new attorney hops in, they're starting from scratch, and I've seen people spend over $100,000 in attorney's fees. If these are the signs that you are seeing in your divorce or your child custody case, it's time to call someone and see what's going on. And I think there might be something that your attorney is not telling you. Now, that's family law. Another issue, what is your attorney not telling you when it comes to partitions, which arguably partitions can be related to family law. A lot of times it is people that have inherited a property and you guys can't decide whether to sell it or what you want to do with the property. So one party sues the other in a partition trying to force you to sell. Do you have an attorney who's keeping it real with you in a partition action? So if you're especially a defendant in a partition action. If your attorney is telling you that you're going to defend it and most likely win, they're probably lying to you. The only real defense to a partition case in Florida is really going to be if there was an agreement not to partition, an agreement not to sell. And you have to deal with statute of frauds issues, and it gets very convoluted, but it's not an easy thing to do. Most likely, 99% of the time, if you're a defendant in a partition action, you're going to lose. And if you have an attorney that's telling you otherwise, they're probably just milking you and billing you for every dime that you're worth. So it's not a good thing. So this is why I'm doing this live stream today. I just want to kind of shed some light, so to speak, as to what your attorney may or may not be telling you. This is maybe considered taboo for the industry, but a lot of people have been taken advantage of, especially in Florida, and we need to put an end to this. So if you have an attorney that's telling you these things, maybe it's time to get a second opinion. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was informative. And if you want us to take a second look at your case, get a second opinion, just give us a call and we will give you our honest, transparent opinion at Daily Law. Thanks.